Wow, the world is crazy these days. I've been hearing news about the idea that the Statue of Liberty should be returned to France. It was a gift from France. But I'm here to tell you that this iconic monument, this symbol of freedom and democracy, actually started in Egypt. That's right, in the 1860s. Actually, it was in 1855 that a Frenchman, Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi, a young artist, was a real Egyptophile. He traveled to Egypt through the classical world and he loved the statues of Abu Simbel. He saw the Colossus of Rhodes and he had this vision. In the 1860s, they were building the Suez Canal. It was open in the 1860s, linking the Mediterranean with the Red Sea for more efficient trade. Very exciting times. And Bartholdi proposed a wonderful statue to sit in the Red Sea, actually in the Port Said harbor. But it did not look like the Lady Liberty. At this point, he envisioned it as an Egyptian village woman, a simple robed peasant holding aloft a torch, or sometimes it was a jar or a basket, a symbol of plenty, again, abundance. So this was his idea. Ultimately, Pasha Ismail, Ferdinand Lesseps, who was the developer of the Suez Canal, said, okay, great. He created all of these beautiful images for the statue, but they said, too expensive. We're not buying. So, what does this French artist do? Well, he hears there's opportunity in the New World. Of course, it's the years after the Great Civil War in the United States, and they're celebrating the Great World's Fair is coming up. They want a great statue for New York Harbor to sit in New York Harbor. What better idea than to slightly revise his plans inspired by the Colossus of Rhodes, the idea for Egypt, something like to rival the Colossi of Memnon, the statues of Abu Simbel, but to put it in the New World, in the New York Harbor. And this wonderful image of Lady Liberty emerged, and the US said, yes, indeed, we will take this idea and transform it into more of a goddess. And of course, she holds aloft the wonderful torch. On her feet has broken chains, symbolizing the end of slavery, emancipation after the end of the Civil War. And she greets people in the harbor very much like the Colossus of Rhodes did after the siege of Rhodes in the 3rd century BC. It was one of the great wonders of the world. But again, Bartholdi, the Frenchman, it was Egypt that gave him the idea. It was Egypt that started his planning, and this statue began in Egypt. It all did. Everything started in Egypt. Laura Ranieri Roy.